All right, you guys, it is time to invite Jorge to join us. If you have never seen him on our channel before, he has such an enthusiastic approach to hairdressing, and I love watching him create short shapes. So Jorge's based in Puerto Rico. He's a bilingual stylist, and he's been behind the chair for over a decade, and he's a salon owner of Hair by Jorge. He's a Zambia ambassador, Redken artist, and he is extremely passionate about cutting, finishing, and creating eye-popping color. So make sure you follow him on his Instagram as well. It will be pinned. And let's welcome Jorge.
Hi,
Hello. Good morning.
Katie.
How-
Hope you guys are doing well. I just want to say openly again, thank you, Katie, for the help with the situation with the hurricane. So I just wanted to have it out there. And thank you to Sam and the whole Sam Vila family. Because of that, I got a new toy that I'm going to really use it first time today. So I'm using the 7-inch swiver. So let's see how it goes today. If I cut my finger, remember it's October, so it's just a Halloween joke.
Spooky stuff. Also, I can't wait to see you play with these new tools, and I'll get out of here so you can start making some magic. All right.
Okay, see you in a few.
Yeah.
Hi guys, hope everybody's well. I just want to see in the chat box, just tell me where you're from, where you're watching this, and hey, let's get started. Let's just start with the division today. We have a triangular section on top, as you can see. Then we have a radial section that goes from ear to ear. We turn it around. We have underneath the occipital bone, we leave just this hair strand, and we just bring a line across from ear to ear, as you can see. Okay? Not too much something that you haven't done before, but a nice sectioning. Okay? I'm going to do the fringe two ways. So I'm going to show you the first concept, and then I'm going to show you the second concept. So bear with me, guys. So let's start right here. I'm going to be working sometimes in an uncomfortable position, but this is just for educational purpose, so you can see better. Okay? So right here, I'm going to start on the sides. I'm using my 7-inch swivel, so dry cutting shears. So this is going to be a whole new experience for me, and I'm happy that you guys are with me to share it. So one thing I'm going to start is after I have this whole square, this whole section together, I'm going to take a small piece right here, maybe even smaller, just comb it out, leave it hanging. This piece of hair that we have right here, I'm just going to bring it a little bit closer. I'm going to step behind it. This is not the way to cut it. I'm just doing this so you guys can see better. Right here, I'm going to elevate it. Right on this, where your section is, you're going to put your finger. It's going to come out really short. So I have that section right here. I'm going to use my swivel. I'm liking this right now because if I was standing, this is cool. I just found this out right now. My thumb is upward. I still have control of my shear, and I'm not really have to be in a comfortable position. So I'm going to put it right here. This was a win right now, and I'm going to cut it. So I'm cutting. I'm liking my swivel right now. It feels really comfortable. I really like this. Okay, so right now, I'm just getting that cut. See, it went really short. When it falls down, it's right, that piece really rocks it. Now, I'm just going to shift it a bit, bring this section together. I'm going to have it forward, but I'm going to slightly incline it to the behind the ear. There I bring my shears again, just to have that sideburn keeps fresh. And there we go. There we got this part already. Again, let's do the opposite side. Put it right here. There we go. Now, comb. If you're not cutting it, comb it away, like I always say. Take a section from that upper triangle, right where the head changes direction. That's the area where you're gonna cut. So I'm just gonna, my hand was in the way. There we go. That upper part, this hair goes down. This upper part, we're just gonna keep it there. Cross it on top. Again, I'm standing in the, I'm gonna stand in the right position so you would see how you would do it, or how would you look in the mirror if you were actually cutting that part. So your section is right in front of you in your chest. You're gonna take a small piece from the sideburn, leave it out. This hair that you're not cutting, you're gonna take it away, elevate it. It's kind of mostly like if you were over directing. I'm combing it up just to remove all those hairs that are tight in. Right where this section is, let me flip it around so you can see it even better. Right here, I'm combing it out. As you can see, I'm coming in upward because I'm not gonna cut it solid straight. I'm not gonna cut it solid and straight. Why? Because that would give me a heavy marcation. So I'm point cutting just to have a softer feel. When the hair falls, this pointing technique will create that softness. So it won't look like a harsh or a hard line. There we go. After we got it, we comb it down. Let me get this out of the way. Comb it down, grab everything. I'm gonna elevate it. This is the part where I'm loving this shear, because my thumb doesn't look forced. There we go. Now we got that part. Now we're rocking. Okay, got that part? Any questions? Pop them up in the chat box.
Yeah, Jorge, we have a question from Sherry. Can you actually describe what a mixie is a combination of, for those who don't know?
So it's a very short cut, but it's blend with the mullet and it crosses with the pixie. So it's like a very, very, very short pixie with the length in the back. So I hope that works. If you like it, comment it. Okay? So after we've done there, let's move this hair out of the way. Pick this up. There we go. So now we're moving to the back, to the nape area. We're coming here. Get this hair out of the way. Take away my clip, place it here. Now I'm going to start working in this back area. What I want to do in the back, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to do a vertical line right in the center. It's about the width of my comb. So I'm coming here. This hair that I'm not cutting, I just comb it away. Second section, out here, comb it away. And we're just going to be working with this center section. Okay, I'm going to put it to the side so you guys can see what I'm cutting. I'm going to elevate it 90 degrees from the base. Let me pick up my fingers. So it's going to be right here. A little hair came. There we go. 90 degrees to the base. Move it outward. And we're going to point cut. I'm going to point cut from the bottom up. As you can see how comfortable this is. Nice. I'm giving an actual real-time review with this tool. It feels really comfortable. Okay, after that, I got my section. I'm going to elevate it 90 degrees upward. See, my finger angle is straight looking to the floor, and my knuckles are upward. But I'm going to elevate the section on a 45-degree angle. That means it's right here. This little piece, I'm going to chip it away. I'm going to comb it just to verify that I have that roundness. See this little shape? Let me see if I can comb it in better. See this roundness that it created? It has this wall, this little wave, and it's just going to pop out to the rest of the hair. So I really like that. And this shear is becoming slowly but surely like my favorite tool because it's really comfortable to play. So next section, I'm gonna comb it out, repeat the same, get that little hair that I want. We're gonna do what? We're gonna point cut from the bottom up. So we're point cutting from the bottom up. One thing I like to always mention, when we're point cutting, I'm cutting, instead of point cutting like this, that would have been simple, I'm point cutting from the bottom up with just creating a small little niches right here upward, because when it falls, it will fall more softly. You'll have a better blend. I'll take this little piece that I didn't want. I keep continuing from the bottom up. Comb it through. It's very important when you're cutting. I always want to suggest you guys, after you cut, just place the hair where you're going to style it, so you have a visualization of what are we creating, how are we cutting, how we're doing it. So I really like this. See that little swoop that's coming in? Right here. Take this hair from this section. This part, don't worry about it. We're going to catch it in a minute. Again, if you flip it here so you guys can see. Can you guys see well? Let me know in the chat box if you can see well. Again, you point cut. Take the section upward, that little hump. Comb it through, see how it's that roundness is coming in. If you could put it right here aside, I'll step away. See that roundness is already forming. I like that. That looks nice. Now we're going to go to the opposite side. This section has turned into 5 parts. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you start with the center part, and this will be your guide, and we'll just move to one side to the other. So it's something that will just have a pattern or order where you will be working or cutting. Have the section right here. I divide, comb it to where I want to. This is my last piece. So I'm just going to twist it right here for a second. Grab it. There we go. Continue my point cutting. Really, guys, this shear is becoming really comfortable. I'm very accustomed to more traditional shear. I love, and my Sanvilla 7-inch dry cutting classic shape. I really love it, but this one is really doing its job, and I'm really liking it. Okay, so have it again. There's my guideline. Very important. You should never, no matter how long you're cutting, it's always good to double check your guideline. There we go. Grab it here. See that little piece right there that's coming out? Oh, this is really comfortable. Okay, the last section. Comb this out of the way. Have it here. See my guideline is right there. Elevate it again. That little piece. Oh, there it goes. See how beautiful it already has that slope right there, and put it sideways. That beautiful slope that's coming in. Okay, now we're going to switch. Now we're going back to one of my favorite tools. This is how we're going to do the blending inside with the texture that we're trying to create. I like the Mixie for the reason is that it has a more natural or more organic feel when you style it. You don't really have to blow dry it heavy. It's more of a wash and wear style. And I really like that. So I'm going to over direct the bottom to where I started cutting. See this piece of hair that's standing out? That's gonna be my guideline. I elevate it, bring in my razor just to have that softness, and I let it go. There we go. So when it has that nice texture, you're going to continue the same pattern with the razor. You start at the center, you flip to the side, then you come back and you do the opposite side. So right here, I have it. Find my guideline. There we go. We elevate it in upward, so it's still in a 45-degree angle. Bring it here. Let me see if I could change body position. I'm just softly, I'm not trying to cut heavy when I'm getting towards the end. I'm just like shimmering, right? Like putting bread on butter, right? Softly, not going heavy to really knock off a lot of hair. I'm just trying to go more softly. Let me see if I could flip the opposite side so you guys could probably see a little bit better. Let me click this out of the way. So right here, my last section, I'm not gonna over direct it. Wait, oops, got out of this shot. Right here we go. I'm not gonna over direct it to maintain length. I'm just gonna go right there on top. If you can see, I'm not cutting heavy. I'm just really softening it out. As you can see the texture that it comes, and because I don't want like a slow and then a long piece. I just want it all to blend in. Now we're going to do this, repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Take this away. There goes my guideline right there. Elevate it on a 90 degree. Bring it. There we go. Same thing. Move it across. Not over directing, elevated on a 45-degree angle, as you can see right there. And you just shimmer it right on top. All the excess would be right here. This is where you really got to focus. This point right here is where you really have to focus cutting, not actually at the ends. This we could do it with the shears if you want to go slightly shorter. But just to blend it in and have that texture that you want, then you could actually do it with the razor, okay? If that worked, and you're liking the tools that I'm playing with, I want to share something coming close. The Sanvillian affiliated program is here. And if you're interested, I want to give you a code. So my code is Jorge, RSV10. With this, use this code and there will be a surprise discount in when you purchase any of the tools that I'm using today. So take that. Oh, one more thing. If you're enjoying this class, come on, man. Spread the love. Share it. Click share right now. Click share right now. Invite somebody to watch it with you. And if they can't see it now, they can see it later. But you did your part. You invited somebody to enjoy the education with us. Okay, so now, thank you if you're doing it. Text, hit it in the chat box if you did, please. So right here, we're going to move to the sides. I hope you can see it right there. We're going to take a small guideline from the back. Is this piece of hair right here. I'm going to hold it up. There we go. So I have my guideline right here at the end. I'm going to come behind it. There we go. I'm going to elevate it. This hair goes here. I'm going to elevate it 90 degrees. I'm going to come across softly with, there you go, we're blending it in. So actually creating that softness. I'm loving this shear. I feel like I am cutting by myself. I'm not giving a class because I'm really getting a feel for this. So again, elevate it. See that overlapping right there? Come upward. Again, across, elevate it, come upward. Again, All that excess that's in the sides, you just go upward. This will give this nice texture feel. There we go. One of the things I did this cut Saturday, and then all I did was just do a nice 1980s vibe. I just combed it through the back. The sideburn, I pitched it behind the ear. It looks so cool. I was like, damn, these 80s are bad. Okay, so next thing we're gonna repeat the same action on the opposite side. Pitch this away. Right here, take this excess, comb it through, have a nice piece on the sides right here. I'm going to elevate it. Let me put myself right across in front of you. There we go. Now I blend it in. If you're seeing this comfortable motion, see, oh man, I'm loving this shit. I'm gonna say it too much today. So what do I do now? Vertical sections, all that excess right there from the bottom up. All that excess from the bottom up. There we go. Now we have two options. I'm gonna do one option and then I'm gonna do a B option, okay? Option one, we will go right in the center of the fringe, divide it in two, hold that piece across, come behind the chair, right across, comb it through, bring it to the eyebrow, right to the corner where your knuckles are right in the eyebrow, and you softly cut that away. Now when you cut it away, you bring it to where it falls, and you could softly blend it in. See the nice shape that it has? Look at the sides, right, this side. See how it falls? You can comb it back. I like that. Now let's do the same thing on the opposite side. From here again, bring the piece that you didn't cut, come across. Where are we placing our hands? Where is the reference that we're gonna have to take our hands? Where? Right here at the corner of the eye. So when you have it there, right at the corner of the eye, right there where your fingers are there, that's when you softly blend it in. I like point cutting because it gives that softness, and your clients love. If your clients love, have that natural texture flowing and looking nice, that's the place to be. Now, I discovered this when I did the cut. Everybody's tending to do a middle part. I did a heavy side part right here. I combed it this way, gave it a little volume here at the front. There we go. Look how nice that's popping up. It has that really nice 1980s vibe, but it looks so cool right now. So you pop it, make that. This could be a plan B. You could also straighten it and make a hard line and soften it. Now, this is what I'm gonna show you. I'm back. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to bring the whole triangle. This is nice condensed cutting. I grab the whole section, make sure it's in the center. I bring in my 14 tooth and I point cut. As you can see, piece by piece, Slowly moving your hands upward. There we go. That's another vibe to it. Now, I'm going to bring back, my new babies. And I'm going to start working on the bottom. Let me see if I can raise this up a bit more so you can see it. Okay, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to comb this through. Place it right at the center where my occipital bone should be. Grab it all together. See right here, there's a, let me see if I can flip it. See, there's a little line right there. I don't know if you could probably see it, that little line right there. Bring it all there. And then you take your shears and you softly blend it all in. Don't hesitate to continue cutting just to create more softness. As long as your shears are in a vertical position, see, look at this. Look how comfortable my finger is. And I don't have to struggle having my finger probably in a comfortable position. I'm loving these shears. See all that nice fun in the back, and you just have this continuance. So now you could also determine, what do you want? She wants it long, she wants it shorter. That's up to you. I like it. I'm feeling this long vibe, but I'm just gonna go and release a little bit. There we go. Take a little bit more off from the corners. Same thing on the opposite side. Let me flip it around so you guys can continue seeing. Can everybody see there? So there we go. And we are technically done. Now, if something that you guys really want is, I'm just gonna go for it short. I like this, I'm gonna go a little bit shorter. What do you guys think? Let's go a little bit shorter. Let's comb this to the front. Hey, Katie, what's up?
I'm just saying, do it. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's go, let's go. So I'm gonna take a center section, eliminate the sides. There we go, we have a center section. Let's place right in the bridge of the nose. That will be right in this part. So we're gonna come down, place it. We're gonna use our wide side or wide tooth of the comb. Why? Because this won't create pressure. It won't overstretch the hair. The hair will go loose. So as soon as you place it there, again, come with my shiver that I'm loving this. I don't know if I said it right, but maybe I didn't, but forgive me. There we go. See how comfortable it is? It's looking for me. Instead of, if this would have been in this position, I wouldn't have to like probably do this. But with the shivers, I just have my thumb in a very comfortable position, and I could like blend it more softly. I really like this. There we go. We got it there. Take the second part, have it here. Just take that hair to right where we want it with the wide side of the comb. Again, softly blending in. We're just doing like a nice visual line. There we go. Last section. Right right here, and move it. I'm really getting very involved with the swimmer, that I'm just like really looking as if I was like I always do it I'm by myself playing with mannequins. So see how comfortable it is for me as you see me cutting. See how that fringe came out? That really rocks it. See, here's a little hair. Just to make a soft blend, if this happens, just go softly. You blend it in like this. This will give that softness that you want without creating a heavy marcation. You guys feeling it? If you're feeling it, let me see some love in the chat box.
This is looking beautiful. Since you're right in the prior ridge area, we had a question from Danielle. Is the top disconnected?
It is, actually it is, but as you're softening in it, it blends in. Let me put it sideways. There we go. There's a slight disconnection. If you're a cutter, or you like cutting, you could see that there's a slight disconnection right here. But it's like it's in her natural texture. It won't, it's like unnoticeable. This is also something that you could also do. You bring these right here. Comb it downward. See the line right there? You elevate it. This is from the fringe. You elevate it. Point cut. I love point cutting with blending shears. I like to do it in a diagonal sectioning, because to me it creates more softness. Remember, guys, when you're working diagonal, you create softness. So I always prefer to do a diagonal section while I'm cutting. Let me cut this away because this was a mistake right here. See, we're not perfect, we're not hair guys. We also make mistakes. I didn't see that part. So right there, I'm just gonna take this nice piece, bring it here. There we go. Pop it again. Like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna cut outward. Softly removing that excess weight. There we go. Same thing we do on the opposite side. Bring in my Invisiblenz. Do a diagonal right here. Point cut. Cut it, remove it. Pick up the second section right here. Last section. Always just, I like to shake it. I don't know how many of you guys do shake your cuts just to see how it moves. I like doing that a lot. There we go. You shake it up, see how it's working. Now I bring back my 14-tooth point cutting shear. Just shake it to see how it falls. I am visually gonna do 5 sections right here because I want it a little bit. I like the heaviness, but I want a little bit of lightness at the end. So take this hair out of the way, elevate it, cut it, cut it. So have more of a softer look. Cut it, cut it, cut it. Now this one is stronger. This one goes here. Move it around. Hope you guys can see another one. I'm more visually attacking this than last section. really like this way it's coming out. I'm really feeling a lot just doing the fringe like that and just pulling the sideburns behind the ear. I really like that. So that really gives it a whole different vibe. You can actually even comb it to the side. Another thing that I always like to do just to give it a little nice feel to it, let me bring back my shears, is I like to comb, put it this way, hope you guys can see it. I like to comb the direction where it's supposed to fall or have that movement. This shear just brought me this idea. I could go in and create different channels. Softly. There we go. Create a nice movement there. You could do the same thing on the back. Just turn it right there. Softly go in. If you have a nice sharpened shears, you could just go in and create that softness right in the part where there's a little weight. Now in the center, we go straight down. Let me flip it around. I like to do this with certain cuts. I do this a lot in men's cut, just to create that texture. Comb it forward, let me flip, change body position. Again, come in. It's like using your shear as a razor. That's why I love these tools. Just create a little nice texture to it. What do you guys think? Are you feeling? There was a moment that I think I was talking to myself, but I'm sharing the class with you. I'm just enjoying this new tool. My review for this shear has to be 20 of 20. I think it's comfortable. It's a left-handed. These are for lefties like me. If you're a lefty, let me see, how many lefties are there? Just shout out. So here, I think it's finding it very comfortable. It's the first time I work with one of these type of shears. And I thought it was very comfortable and enjoying. I could do certain movements that I didn't have to probably feel my thumb kind of uncomfortable. So, hey guys, give it a try. I would invest in these without a doubt. So today, I got the opportunity and I'm happy to do it. Back to the cut again. You can play with what you want. If you think you want to go shorter with the sideburn, yes, you can. If you want to go up to here, yes, you can. Like I always say, it's your creativity. Take advantage of it and just start playing with what you have and what would look good on your clients. There's sometimes we do cuts here and you don't have to go exactly how we go. Remember, not all hair textures are the same. So you have to understand that while you're cutting, what would be perfect? If she has a lot of volume, she has a lot of texture, she has callets, how are you going to work that cut? You just start feeling and just start playing with the cut. Something that I would do, and actually I would suggest you guys doing, just go back to basics. And I think there is actually, I think it was this week or next week, Sam's going to be teaching one back to basic classes. So always go back to the places so you could relearn what you forgot and you dropped off along the way. And when you drop it off, pick it back up and you add some new tool to your work. So I think that is good. And this is it.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
fabulous.
back, Katie.
I just popped in. You were on the topic of texture, and that brings up a great question from Rosie. if your guest has wavy hair, would you blow dry it and stretch it first, or would you cut with the texture?
Okay, that's an awesome question, and I will answer it right now. Okay, if she has, it all depends what is your end result. Let's start from that point. How is she using her hair? Is she using it more straight? Then yes, you should do it. You blow dry it and then you texturize. If she has a natural texture, then I would say try to work it on her natural texture, because I'm playing with these shit, sorry. Um, like I mentioned, if she has a natural texture, go for it. Blend it the way she is. Be cautious of when you elevate. See the hair pattern. Never go into deep to the hair scalp to start texturizing. I would always suggest that don't go at the root. Just go probably from mids to the ends. I think that's the spot where you try to always do that texturizing. So be mindful of what you're doing, but also know why are you doing it. I think it's more of why am I texturizing? Why am I blending it in? If it's curly, I would find where the heaviest hair is, and I would just only start working that area in particular, not start going crazy or picking up hair and just chopping off. So if that answers your question, hope I did. Any other questions that you guys may have?
Folks, we're loving it. All the other questions are giving you praise. Great explanation. Folks love your
Thank
teaching
you.
style. So thank you so much, Jorge.
No, thank you guys.
I love the immediate satisfaction, especially when you were using the round of the head to create that really soft layering on the sides. So I learned a lot watching you. This cut really excited me, and yeah, I'm excited to take some of your techniques back into my space. So thank you so much.
No, thank you for having here, and I hope everybody does it today in the afternoon. They must have a client that wants one of these.
Yeah. Like Jorge said, get new tools, experiment. He tried out our swivels live right here. So he was just super transparent with how those shears were working for him. And we loved watching you keep that neutral wrist, Jorge, me especially. I had a really bad habit for years in the nape, bending my wrist. And those swivels help correct body positioning to cut ergonomically correct. And especially with these shorter cuts, it's so important to save your body. So I loved watching you play with them, and you have such
No,
control.
it was fun. It was really fun, and it's the first time I never, in my 13 years doing hair, I never used a swivel shear. Never have I ever, and I feel it's so comfortable, especially when I'm point cutting. Like my thumb is in such a comfortable position that it was like, damn, this is really comfortable.
Yeah, because so many times opening and closing the shears with point cutting, it's like that. It'll save your body from repetitive stress injuries and whatnot. So cool to see you use those in action on a shortcut. Awesome.
No,
And
thank you guys.
yeah. And like Jorge said, he has an affiliate code. You can use it at checkout. It's Jorge RSV10. And if you guys want to join our affiliate program, you can sign up at samvia.com. On our navigation menu, there's an affiliate sign up button. So head on over there and you can become an affiliate just like Jorge. So thank you so much, man. Give him a follow. Jorge does hair, and he will be back on our platform indefinitely in the coming months. And thank you again. Take care.
Thank you guys. See you next time.